when I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby wife, Q-tip, Ali Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me get you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flip mode is the squid on. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always back out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, get them, just pass them.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. They've got a long field ahead, Brock. They cut it to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. This is brought in. Big game here for Loveland. And a big play is finally put to an end.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
At the 32-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On play action, here's Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Williams off the play fake. Headed out right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And this one does not go far.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Cardinals going nickel here on 3rd. Going long for him here. Setting up the running back screen. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. To see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down to the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that inside.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's inside the 10. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. Hits him on the out route. And no yet this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burton. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work. Reset those chains.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion to receiver left.
70. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get 6 more on their early advantage.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. But you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let us up.
Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Let us up.
run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. It's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Takes it in at the 21. Makes a tackle. He's still going. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 40-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now throw to start the drive. Throw is there for a long day Ganson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment.
1st down, Arizona.
Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. The give now out of the shotgun. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
Setting up to throw. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Set. 19, Charger, 19.
He'll work against the blitz. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They're going to try and throw it here. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 3-possession game. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10.
What is up?
Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up third and 11.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
What is up?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he hauls in the interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
We might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
What is up?
Another carry for him. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Cardinals go to the dime look here, 3rd down.
Ready, sir?
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Soldier Field after this. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Ready, set.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's on target to Cooper. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Now we're on the counter. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready, set. Slam left. Slam left.
Going to the ground. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Cardinals grab it. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that.
It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Have him gain up that handful there. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready, set, on.
3rd and 2. Williams gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that one's gonna fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. So they're gonna have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So now a timeout comes in. They can talk over what to do here on 4th and 2. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Ready, set. Guys, yeah.
whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Couldn't get into a Rondé Gadsden the second. So it'll be second down. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up.
Get it. Just put.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's second and 13. They put a receiver in motion right. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up of 17. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's good. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
10 to 11. Ready. 76.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
19 tight.
Going again on second and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out at halftime. They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals tack on 7 more to their lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, first and 10.
Ready, sir.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, times I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
The Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down. Williams will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll go play action. Connecting on the slant. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals continue adding on to that lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Cooper. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let us up!
Gun. They'll get it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Blue, 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 blue!
The give here on 2nd. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Looking quickly here. 4th down, Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'd love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get it! 19, Tiger, 19!
Handoff now from the gun. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is it?
Now a give on the counter. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back-to-back carries here. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
Williams off the play fake. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This is Loveland working the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
What is it? Hold on!
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Slam left. Slam left.
Back to the well again. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
What is up?
It's a run on 4th down. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Tag. 19, 18. Dragon 60.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Gibson sent in motion right. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready, go!
Dive play straight ahead. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Go! Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Get it. Ready.
Here's another 4. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Goal now as they try to pile on further.
Go! Come on, set! Cougar knife!
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. He is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals throwing 6 more on the blowout. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
On play action, here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing up 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
What is up?
The give now out of the shotgun. And forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
We've set it downs from 37.
Here we go, strike! Bronco 80!
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Let's go!
We've set it downs from 37.
18!
Line up the design keeper. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Cardinals looking like they'll start this season with a win.
Ready?
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80!
We draw it up for him.
Ready?
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Hawk 70! 70. Ready?
Moves around at 40. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. That's taken at the 15. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 16-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What you got?
There's a dive up the middle. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears cut into the lead by another point.
63, Bears 17.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready.
Design quarterback run here.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.